Inaugural Sparkle Live #1. So I see you've all got your hats. That's so good. Or some of you have got your swag has arrived. So this is going to be a really cool virtual experience for you. So the best way to experience this is for you to be on a computer. Okay. Now you can only have one device logged into main stage at any given time. So if you need to take a toilet break, then swap to a device. Just please make sure you remember to turn your camera on if you're taking us to the bathroom with you. I have my AirPods whenever I attend these live events, and I do leave my phone out just in case. You know those Zoom embarrassing moments that happen, right? Awesome. So there are people watching from the live stream. They're just getting a little sneak peek of a tiny piece of the live event that's running over the next 3 days. So welcome to everybody out on the live stream. It's only a little tiny piece of the pie because we have paying members in here. Now, let me know whereabouts in the world you're joining from. Drop it in the chat. Now, let's go through some things that we're going to do together over the next 3 days. So, #1, be present, okay? So, turn your phone to do not disturb. Now, if you go to your home base, you will see that there is a door hanger that you can print out and cut out and put it on your door. Like, let's carve out this time together. You have put time aside to be here. I'm showing up 110% for you. Okay, so have a chat with your family. Let them know that you are going to get an ROI on your time investment over the next 3 days, and let them know what's in it for them. Okay, so whether you let them order some Uber Eats or, pre-prepare the meals, and let them know if they can just give you the next 3 days to work on your business, because I promise you will walk away having accomplished more in 3 days than you probably will or have done in the last 3 months or more. Okay, that is my promise to you. So I want you to commit now to playing full out. Who's ready to play full out? Yes? Meg's like, yeah. All right, let's have a look at these beautiful people inside the room. Here they are. Hi, those that are here early and on time. Welcome. I know there's quite a few of you who haven't yet joined us. So you're ready to play all out. Excellent. Every activity, every breakout session, keep those cameras on if you can. All right, plan now, because honestly, every session builds upon the last session. All right, and later on today, we've got a VIP session as well, which is a debrief from day one. Day one is it's a very interactive, big experience that you're going to go through today. So show up. It has this accumulation effect that you're going to get over the coming days. And each session, as I said, will build upon each other. So come prepared. Water, hydration, caffeination, right? I've even got my vitamins on the go. Like, I am prepared. You can't see back there, but there's about 20 bottles of water to get me through the day. So hydration and caffeination, and keep snacks and everything nearby as well. All right. So the best way for us to stay connected is now, first off, this is our inaugural event. So we've got a brand new dashboard, which I'm going to give you a look through, some new technology, some gamification, some really cool fun stuff. The best way to stay connected is in the Freedom Funnel Formula Facebook group. We did start a Sparkle Live Facebook group, but it has not been populated with any content or anything yet. As you know, I'm very good at speed. We decided that we were going to run this 3-day event, I would say less than 4 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and we just kind of rolled with it. So here we are. It's quite messy, but also we're learning along the way together, okay? And I'm learning from you, and as you will learn through what we teach, is everything is about optimizing, iterating, making things better and better and better. So you guys are the founders of Sparkle Live. So you're the OGs, right? Yes. Scarlett's like, yeah, baby, I am an OG now. So let's stay focused over the coming few days. So I want you to get your tippy tap fingers out as well. Chat in the chat, put in your heart moments. Okay, we've also got a couple of guest speakers coming on over the couple of days, but also don't let chat become a distraction to you. Zoom is really cool now because if you are taking your notes, you don't have to then type them up. You can literally snap a photo and like share it into the Zoom chat window, providing, of course, you can, you know how to flick the photos and things to your computer. Send them to yourself in Messenger or email. Also, let's be constructive. We will be giving feedback and helping each other, doing breakout sessions. Also be respectful as well. This is not a sales and a self-promotion event. We are here to support each other, okay, inside of the Zoom rooms. And you'll also, I saw some people like, my swag hasn't arrived. Oh, Scarlo, we did do this very quickly. I was actually surprised that any of them arrived in time. Because they did actually tell me when I placed the order that they were going to arrive after the start date. So they're on their way. Everything's been ordered, okay? So it's on its way to you. But the workbook you will have access to on your dashboard, so you'll be able to download that. Also, get yourself a nice sparkly notebook or any notebook, because honestly, this is me. I like to messy write in my notebook and then put all of my notes then over. I printed mine out into the actual workbook, 64 pages of goodness, and every quote inside of here has been handpicked for you. So don't worry, your Sparkle Mail is on its way. It won't be far away. So check out all the resources on your dashboard. Now, is Joyce in the room? Joyce, turn your camera on. So I can see some of you have already downloaded your Zoom backgrounds. Meg has already put in her Zoom background. We can see here, look, we've got a couple of people already. Joyce is currently checking people in. Hopefully she'll be in a second. We've got emojis as well. So you can print out your little emojis and pop them on a little popsicle stick or just on paper. And when you get excited, you can like hold them up onto the screen and show your excitement. Jenny was in yesterday. There she is. Jenny was in yesterday and she was using Joyce's skills. Look at this. Using Joyce's skills to, where are we side by side, to fix up her emojis. Look at that. So Joyce, Jenny was in yesterday and she was editing all the emojis and putting them into her Sparkle background. So she's like, oh, there she is. Such a great idea. I love it. I love it. So she's like, she's very competitive, is our Jenny. When she was in yesterday, she's like, I'm not leaving until I'm on the top of the leaderboard. So have fun, guys. The actual dashboard itself has lots of other things that are going to pop up throughout the 3-day event as well. And you'll also, you'll find the best experience will be on your laptop or desktop computer. So what I recommend that you do is have Zoom open and like minimize it so you can move it around, move it to one side and have the dashboard on the other side. Also, if you've downloaded your workbook, you can type directly into your workbook as well. And if you're anything like me, I love to have handwritten notes because I just find that writing really helps with, all that neuroplasticity stuff and wiring new connections in the brain. Okay, so dashboard. Let's go over and have a look at the dashboard. Where are we? Here we go. So this is the dashboard. Now it will look a little different depending on who you are, but if you're I've just kind of got this on a generic version for you. So there's different buttons depending on how you're logged in. And then down the left-hand side, you'll see main stage and help desk. We do have a networking room that will be coming up and that will open as well. Under home play throughout the event, these are going to pop up, and there may be points involved if you do submit all the little bits of home play along the way. So go in there and upload your swag photos as well, and the team will approve them. Now, when you are uploading photos, what I recommend that you do is put yourself in them, okay? They're a bit boring if we can't see your beautiful faces. So as we do activities, you're more likely to get your photo approved if you actually snap your face in them, so we know who that they've come from as well on the dashboard. So you'll see here is the welcome letter, workbooks, door hangers, some backgrounds, and if you want to do some social stalking. Now, please be lenient with me when it comes to the times, okay? I tend to over-deliver, and I can go overtime sometimes. If anyone knows me well, right? Yeah, I tend to sometimes go a little over. But if I've got some great stuff that I'm sharing with you, there's a reason for that. Okay, we've lost Scarlo in the background. She's disappeared on us. Rosemary's joined us. Hello. Awesome. All right, so that's the dashboard. So it really is your go-to resource where everything lives, from your PDFs, help desk. Everyone who checked in with the team went in through help desk to check in, and also you'll see all your resources and additional support. Did everybody enjoy the check-in process? Did you like it? It's like a real life event, right? You get to check in. There's a real human on the other side. We get to make sure that you know how to raise your hands, check all the things, because not everybody is fabulous at the technology, but doesn't mean you can't be. So I don't want to hear anyone saying I'm no good at technology. You can say I'm not great at it yet. Okay, yet, because everything is figure outable and learnable, right? Yes. Awesome. All right. So we are going to first, before we get into all the good stuff, I want you to reflect on what brought you here. So we've already kicking off with our first little task. I believe it's on page 13 of your workbook. Let me check. The page numbers didn't work, so they all have page 4 on them. So the one here. So why did you join the event? So I would like to give you guys 3 minutes to write down why did you join the event. Also reflect on the past year. What has been one of your biggest struggles over the past year? But remember, every struggle that we go through is a learning experience, right? And then what do you feel is your biggest opportunity in the next year? All right, so we're going to do a little bit of reflecting so that we can then start to move forward. So this is a really quick one. It's a 3-minute working session. So get your pens out. Okay, even if you just have a notepad, you don't need the pretty book, but just answer the 3 questions, and we'll see you back here in 3 minutes. All right. All right, we are back. Did we have enough time to do a little reflecting, do a little writing? Excellent, excellent. Making sure. Fabulous. All right. What will be the greatest thing that you ever do in your life? Now, I'm not talking about what you've done, but what will you do? What is the greatest thing that you will do? I believe it's becoming the person that you are truly capable of becoming. You know, your future self depends on what you do today. And the best way for you to predict your future is for you to create it. Your future self will thank you for it. And as we embark on this journey together over the coming 3 days, I want you to turn up for yourself. Yeah, can we do that? Can we play full out and turn up for you? You see, life is a journey, isn't it? Yes, every journey has a destination. Have you ever noticed how people seem to stumble their way through life? Kind of like hoping and praying that tomorrow is going to be better than it was yesterday. You notice that? But don't you see that people who are doing that, they don't have a plan. They really don't have a clear destination on where it is that they're heading. They're kind of just randomly and haphazardly walking through life. And the reason for this is because they have no vision. Everyone is heading somewhere in life, but very few people are actually heading somewhere with purpose. You see, when you have a vision for your best life, your best you, vision will inspire discipline. And I've heard people going, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to stay up till 11 or 1 or 2 o'clock to attend this 3-day event. But let me ask you, have you ever seen an athlete? Have you ever watched athletes and how they actually work? Say you see that young gold medalist standing up on the podium, so proud as punch. Even the girl who's getting the silver or the bronze. When you see those successes, you don't see their backstory, the thing that got them where they are. They're there and they get up at 4 a.m. in the morning. They're going to the gym at 5 a.m. They're working out for hours before they go to school or off to their day jobs. All of this because why? Why would they put themselves through that? Because they have a vision. You see, without a vision, everything that they do, there would be no reason for it. There would be no reason to discipline themselves. So in essence, vision has power. It has the ability to truly cause you to see that whatever sacrifice it takes, it's worth it. Because you are heading somewhere. You know where you're going. You see it before you get there. I went to bed last night envisioning day 3 of this event, excited and pumped about where you are all going because of the inspiration and transformation that you are going to get over the 3 days. Now, you are going to have to do the work, but you will not have to do it alone. Myself and my entire team, well, the core of the team are here for you today. And I want to ensure that you have a clear vision. You have a destination in mind. You see, any man, woman, person, really, non-binary, whatever you are, without a vision, you actually live quite a loose life. Now, loose, you might think, what's loose? It means that you don't really know where you're going. You're toing and you're froing all over the place. But a person with a vision has a very narrow life. Now, stay with me. You might be thinking narrow. Oh my God, that's restrictive. I can't go anywhere. But discipline in people who have a vision creates a narrow life. You see, people with a vision, their life becomes quite tight. Now, why? Because vision actually simplifies your life. So what do I mean by this? Well, when you capture your vision, it just simplifies everything, because your vision actually controls all of your choices, everything that you choose to do. So once you know where you're going, you automatically know what roads you're going to take, and also what roads you're not going to take. Do you understand that statement? Yeah? You know what it allows you to do? It allows you to say no as well. No is a complete sentence. So if you know what you want to do, then automatically you know what you shouldn't do, right? So when you have a vision that's really defined, it will give you an address of where you're heading, where to steer your boat or drive your car. I always feel like driving your boat. I'm going over here, right? You'll have all these other people talking to you. Sometimes that little inner critic, the little itty bitty shitty committee on your shoulder trying to pull you off track. But when you've got a vision, when you know where your destination is, it shows you the destination you're heading. And I mean, this is where the word destiny comes from. Your destiny, it dictates your decision. I want you to write that one down. Your destiny dictates your decision. You see, life becomes so much more simple if somebody offers something to you and it's not in alignment or in unity with your vision. It's so much easier to say no. No is a complete sentence. You see, without a vision, it actually becomes tougher to say no to things. Life actually becomes more complicated. So the clearer you are on your vision, the fewer options, the easier it is to reach your destination. And why is that? Well, because when you have a clear vision, you see all the other distractions and the little itty bitty shitty committees that all come up, you can flick them off, right? You can put them away. Because when you have a clear vision, you will see that things that come up that try to pull you off track, that try to detour you, to try and stop you to get to where you're going and where you need to go. You have the option to say no. So if you have a vision, for example, for your household finance, right, you realize that there are going to be temptations that come up always, right? Take it now, pay for it later, maybe in 5 years' time. I mean, it's a bit of a trap for stuff that's not going to give you real fulfillment, real joy. You know, when you realize that you can say no today, which will allow you to say yes forever. You see, a lot of what we do as entrepreneurs is what most people won't do. They won't get up at 1 a.m. in the morning to attend a conference. They won't stay up until 4 a.m. to make sure they don't miss a thing because they know that there is an ROI on their life. You see, we are all going out there ourselves, and for example, say you want to lose weight, or sexy, you want to get yourself into shape. You have a vision of where you want to go. So because you have a vision, you can say, I am not going to eat those chips, right? I'm a savoury girl, not a lollies. I don't like sweets as much. But you'll say no to the chips because you know that your vision is taking you somewhere, and you will tell yourself, 1 minute of bliss on the lips is like a month on the hips, right? So if you have a vision for what your health should be, you know what to say no to. What is that pain of getting it off your rear end going to be like? So I'm going to say no to those chips. And when you have a vision, you have fewer options. The easier it is to reach that destination. And why? Because vision provides a destination, a direction. The why is so much clearer. It's so much easier. See, a lot of people will lose motivation, right? Lots of people will lose their courage. They will lose their focus. And I believe that this actual solution is from being distracted, from feeling defeated, from feeling discouraged and disappointed in your life. It's not just to inject a feeling, right? Oh, just feel happy. Just feel happy. Everything will be okay. Just flick on that feeling. It's not to just inject the feeling, but it's actually, the purpose is to stop all of that, is to fill us up with a vision. In fact, the cause of feeling defeated and distracted and discouraged and disappointed in life is really a loss of vision. A life with vision inspires. A life with vision makes you take action, inspired action, as Jackie would say. Life with a vision becomes really a practical guide for creating your plans, for setting your goals, and for the objectives that you have in life. Life with a vision, it helps you to really evaluate our lives. It provides focus. It gives us faith. It gives us motivation. And it opens up doors to miracles. It truly will give your life purpose. So, are you a person without a vision, a slave to your reality, or are you a person with a vision? Because when you have that picture of your deep desires, of the desire for your future, one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself is a personal vision in life. I personally rewrite my vision twice a year. I spend 2 to 3 days twice a year rewriting my vision. It's the reason why I get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to be here with you. That vision will keep you on course. It will keep you disciplined. That vision, it will give you a sense of focus, motivation, direction. You see, vision, it works. And when it works, we walk towards it. We have not been given this gift. What is your gift? If you're here, if you're following the Sparkle World, it's because you have a gift. You have something amazing inside of you. You also have an amazing imagination. We haven't been gifted this creative imagination that will allow us to create our vision. We don't have a vision and an imagination to kind of pamper us or to kind of spruik up our ego. We don't have a vision to make us feel good. We have a vision because it allows us to change directions. It gives us the motivation to change pace in life. It helps us get up in the morning. And you know what? Sometimes following that vision is not the comfortable choice. It's not always the easy choice, staying up until 1 or 2 in the morning. But it is what is going, we know what we need to do to get where we want to go. We were created here, all of us, especially you. If you're a sparkler, you were created with a purpose. Whether you believe in a God or a spirit or some other force, you were created for a reason. You were created for a purpose. The way in which we live our lives that makes us happy is when we have that realization that when we live on purpose, not just haphazardly getting through life, when we live with intention. In other words, you and I need to realize that vision gives us focus. And then you'll begin to realize that all these different things that we think of and want and need, they all start to come together. It's amazing because our vision is leading us somewhere. It gives you significance in an otherwise meaningless life. So, if you want to be successful in life, I want you to write this down, okay? If you want to be successful in life, do not seek success. I want you to write this down. Do not seek success. Seek to become a person of value. Again, if you want to be successful, do not seek success. Seek to become a person of value. Become so good in your area, your zone of genius, or we like to call it here, your inner sparkle. Become so good in that area that people just can't ignore you, right? You were created to give life, to transform lives, to truly make a difference with your gift somewhere. Somebody is waiting for you. Vision means that you accept more of your world, more than what you see. Vision means you take bold steps into faith that you know you're going to get there. Vision is an adventure. It's you willing to venture out. You're going to take risks. It's going to take courage to follow your vision because it's not always the easy path. Vision is so much more. It will give you and your life purpose. So are you ready? Are you ready for an amazing 3 days? Are you ready to take imperfect action towards your vision? Are you ready to play full out with us over the coming 3 days? Right? To go a little bit further than you thought you were going to go. You see, sitting here are people who have big dreams. You all have huge dreams, right? You have desires, you have aspirations and goals. But, you know, you would never have done anything about it if you didn't start with a vision. But in order for you to achieve everything that you want to achieve, you have to have that vision. You have to actually visualize it. I literally went to bed last night visualizing the whole 3 days that we're going to spend together. All the feelings I was going to go through, everything that we were going to do together, and how it was going to feel at the other side of the 3 days. Because why else would I get up before 4 a.m. in the morning, right? You've got to have a vision. Now, there are some ideas here that I've planted with you in your mind. They're just like little seeds waiting to sprout. Some of you may have dismissed some of the thoughts that come up in your mind about where you really truly want to go. You may have thrown them off. Maybe you've never really seen yourself in that way. Maybe you've thought maybe you could never achieve the thing that you're going for. Maybe you've never seen yourself doing that, going in that direction. You see, the reality is the higher the power has, the thing that you want the most, actually, if it's a real big vision, will feel just out of reach. Right? If it's going to be easy, it's probably not a vision. Okay? It's probably not a calling if it's easy. So I want you, what we're going to work on this morning is we're going to reverse engineer. We need to think about the end in mind. Get that clear vision. Visualize where you want to go, where you can go, where you will go. And the reality is we now have this seed planted in you. You're ready. You have a higher calling, a power. When you have these callings, whether it's a spiritual calling, I call it a calling. It's like I can hear and feel something internally. And when you feel that, it's probably your vision screaming at you to do something. And when you visualize it, it will take you where you want to go. But if it's something beyond your capacity to do, it's probably a calling. But if it's easy, it's probably not. So listen, anything worth having, really anything worth having, it's going to take you through some stuff, right? All of our life experience, usually it's all the bad shit, all the crap and all the hard times that finally in reflection was helping you on your path to your vision, teaching you something along the way. All right, so if you're not going to achieve things in life, then you might as well head off if you don't want to put a vision and really start to focus in, because anything worth having is really going to come at a cost. Always. Everything worth having is going to cost you something. And guess what? Learn to deal with it. Yep, here we go. Sally's getting out the purple whip. Learn to deal with it. Don't let a little challenge make you quit. So your assignment is to listen to your calling. Find out what it's trying to tell you. What has life given you? What gifts? Stop wandering around with no sense of purpose, no sense of direction, no sense of hope. You know, I'm really tired and I get so frustrated with people in life that are not doing anything and they just complain and blame everybody else for the circumstances that they're in, when they have complete control over changing their circumstances. When you finally have an awakening and you realize through everything you've been through, traumas, surgeries, heartaches, marriage, divorce, loss of children, at the end of that, you still have a choice. You see, there are three main things in us. One, we will get a feeling, right? Sometimes a thought will come into our brain that gives us a feeling, or something happens externally that gives us a feeling. But it is what you do with that feeling that's going to make all the difference. Are you going to let it define you and start using the I am statements? Right? I am means that you're letting your circumstances define you, rather than I have this thing, like I have an autoimmune disease. But that's not going to stop me, because I'm on a bigger purpose. I've got a bigger mission in life. So we're here now. We've got 3 full days together. So you're here, and what I want you to do is I want you to rise up. I want you to take the bull by the horns. I want you to step into this next 3 days. Rise up. And we're going to do something about your life. We are going to take you, this is going to be a shift in life and in business. It's going to empower you so much that you're going to walk away and you're like, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to stay till the end. I'm not going to miss a session because I know that there's a bigger ROI at the end of this for my life, for what I truly have been put here to do. Are you ready to play full out? Yes? Yes? Let me know in the chat. Alison says, yes, your story will define you and it can define your story. I love that. Yes, Meg. Woo, 100% from Alison. Yes, Jackie, where your focus goes, your energy flows. She's got lots of good ones, our Jackie. Meg says, I'm not going to take my sleeping meds tonight. So here's the deal. I go to these things with my coach. And if I want to attend with my coach, I have to get up at 1 a.m. And sometimes it's for 2 or 3 days. I know there's a bigger purpose to that. So I slightly try to readjust my body clock just for a couple of days. I try to go to bed earlier and it can be hard because the family is still bustling around the house and the husband's in and out of the bedroom. Like last night, I found it so hard to go to sleep because I just kept thinking about you guys. But we're still here and we're all going to show up. I'm going to give my 100%. You've got to give your 100%. Together we both give 50%. Makes our 100% amazing, right? Awesome. All right, guys. I am so excited for you over this next 3 days. So what we're going to do now is if you're here, it's because I want you to teach people live. We're going to decide what you're going to teach and we're going to work on your vision and all the things. But the first thing I want you to do is we know what's happening in the next sort of 8 to 12 weeks in our lives. I want you to pick a date. So there is a page in your workbook that the beginning of day 1, I want you to pick a date when you're going to run your first or next live event. And you'll do it messy, you'll do it imperfect, but you will do it anyway because it is one step closer to that vision. So on this page is where you're going to write your month, your days, and your year. Get your calendar out. And then I want you to snap a photo, like selfie me, right? Selfie. And head to Homebase and upload it so we can capture the moment where you are making a decision to shift your focus. And when we start to focus on teaching people live, it's just part of our business model. This is just what we do. It's not the thing that we do today. It's just the thing we do, right? We just want to help people, teach them something. It's the thing we do. And then some of them will raise their hands to work with us. So here's your next task. Write your date down. Take a selfie, head to Homebase, upload it. The team will start approving your images. I'll give you 3 minutes to do that. All right, here we go. 3 minutes. Alrighty then, we are back. So I can see Jenny's getting all into it. Meg's taking a photo. We've got a few other people submitting entries. We'll get those approved to the photo wall, and I might just going to let you know there might be a few points in it for you as well. All right, so let's do this. Scarlo, you have a question. I see your hand is raised. Go for it, lovely.
Yes. Okay, I've got a selfie. I don't know how to get it submitted. And I'm having to be really super creative. Remember, I'm not techie. So
okay, are you on an Android or are you on an Apple?
Android.
Okay, so do you know how to send your photo from your phone to your computer?
Not exactly sure.
That's okay. Do you know how to send an email with a photo on your phone to your computer?
Yes.
Do that. That'll send your photo to your computer. And then open your email on your computer, download it, and then you'll be able to attach it inside a home base.
Okay, now that's where that's the other part that I'm getting lost at. Where on home base?
Hopefully Yep, let me just check that the
home play.
Yep, let me check that the team has unlocked the video. Won't be a second. Just give me a minute. Let me go to designs. Okay, so there should be a pick a date upload button inside of home base. So if you refresh the screen, you should see a pick a date upload button.
I keep using the term home base. I see home play, but I don't see home base.
Home base is sparklelive.obvio. So if you click on your link that you got in your email, it takes you to home base. So home base is what we went through over here, which is, let me bring it up for you. Here. So this is home base.
Sorry, I don't mean to be... Right.
Okay.
I got that part.
Yep. And then down the bottom in home base, you will see here, pick a date photo. You click on that. You upload your image. Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
It's not here yet.
Refresh your screen, honey. Refresh your screen.
Got it.
Excellent. Awesome. Well done. Okay, so let's have a look here if the team have approved any photos yet. Let's have a look what's on the photo wall. So we've got a couple of photos coming in. Look, there's Scarlett with her puppy. I think this one's from Meg. Yeah, if you can't take a photo of, put your name on it so we know who they're from once we put them to the photo wall. That would be awesome. Oh, look at Jenny. Love it. Awesome, guys. Well done. All right, so we have a little start to our vision planning. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop you all into a breakout room. And in this breakout room, what I want you to do is you're going to go into groups of around 3 to 4 people. We're going to have 10 minutes in the breakout room. The person with the shortest hair, you are going to be the timekeeper. Okay, so that everybody gets a chance. So you'll get about 2 to 3 minutes each, depending on how many people are in your room. The person with the longest hair, so you don't get in there and oh my goodness, who's going to go first? The person with the longest hair, you're going to go first. All right. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to be willing to be honest and share from just what we've started in our first hour. What's a big aha moment? I want you to be honest, I want you to be transparent, and I want you to be vulnerable. You see, this here, we create a safe space inside the Sparkle world. And when you're in the room, I want you to hold space for others to share their own thoughts around what we've covered so far. Equal share, equal voice. And the timekeeper, that's your job. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to pop you in. You don't need to do anything. We're going to put you into the room and we'll pull you back out. You'll get a 60-second countdown right towards the end of the 10 minutes. All right, so have fun and we'll see you back here in 10 minutes.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you've tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. Getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner. Pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares? Shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
I'm not gonna change my mind. Your headstrong forward, but this time around I'm taking my time. Don't push me. I'm not coming down. I'm not giving up. Oh, don't rush me. I made up my mind, going straight to the top. Am I the only one who's not giving up? I'm looking around, yeah, you're all giving up. You need a slap in your face, time to wake the hell up. Follow blindly. Am I the only
now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it. You're sweet. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want. So keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Did you have fun? You can always tell it's a good breakout session when you hang in to the last second and you get kicked back to the main room. Show of hands who had some aha moments in our first part of today. I love it. Excellent. All right. So what we're going to do now is take 2 to 3 shares. So raise your hand. Everyone knows where the raise hand button is, under the reactions. Raise your hands and we'll bring you up to share an aha moment. And our first gal is Maria. Maria. Hello, Maria. Would you love to share with us what is your key takeaway? Aha moment.
Hello, beautiful. So good to be here in the room with you again.
Love it. Love seeing you.
What a small world. I have a share, Sally. Unfortunately, I can't get into the Zoom room through my dashboard. So I am on my phone.
Yes.
And
you can't be in on 2 devices. So you either are on your computer or on your phone. So log out from your phone and you'll be able to get in on your computer.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
So my share, thank you so much for sharing what I heard, because I was late, obviously. What I heard from your share about the vision. Thank you, Sally. And nothing what is worth doing and nowhere worth being is easy. So that's my biggest takeaway. I am meant to be here. I'm not giving up.
Yes.
I love forever to be here. So thank you. I don't know which of the Team Sparkles got me in here through the link. I think it was Christy. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure, but whoever it was, thank you. I am meant to be here. I will log out and then log in through the main stage from the big computer.
Yeah, sure. And the help desk is also open, and team are in the help desk at all throughout the day as well. So at any time if you need them, you can jump in and leave main stage open all day if you want to, guys, and use your other device to jump in to if you need any help from help desk, or you can't find anything, or you need help uploading things, or whatever you need. They're there to support you. So let us know if you need help. Excellent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Meg, what was your big aha moment, lovely? You're on mute, love. Somebody always does it.
Did they?
Oh, you've unmuted and muted again. There she is. Hello.
Hi. All right. So my biggest takeaway was my vision. For the last year, it has been so I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. It was jumping back and forth. And then I met you, and it was like, okay, snap, I got to make a decision right now. So I thank you for that. Even though I changed it 3 months in.
That's okay. Well, hey, look, we always iterate, and you're still sort of kind of down the same path-ish with the writing, and that was really your zone of genius anyway.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
So, and I wanted to do that. So now that I have that vision, and now that I know where I'm headed, I'm so much more productive.
Isn't it?
So
I know.
I got the entire course done already. It's just waiting for you guys to take over Kajabi when I do my tech build.
Yay. That's awesome. I know we did a mapping session together, which went for a little while. And then you then went and used the same techniques that you learnt in the mapping session to map out your offer. We're going to do a lot of designing around today. We're going to look at a lot of designing your lifestyle around your offer. That's really important as well, because what we choose to do, it becomes part of just what we do. So we want to make sure we design that well together, and we're going to be doing that today. One more person. You know, I always like 3 of everything. I'm going to bring up Alison. See, when people don't raise their hands, I just bring them on up. Alison, what is your biggest aha from this morning?
No, I'm a chatterbox, don't you, Sally?
I love
I'm
it.
still waking up. Hi. My biggest aha was knowing that, you know, having a vision is all well and good, but it's similar to having an address, a destination. And I was actually saying to Kathy in the breakout room, I have shiny object syndrome. So knowing what to say no to. So if I'm going to that destination, I know which route to take. If I detour, I'm going to get lost, and I'm either not going to get there or I'm going to get there much later. And the people I want to help, you know, are not going to be there along the way because they're at the destination. So,
well said. Yes, definitely. You see, what I do is every year I will choose something that I want to go all in on. And it's usually somewhere revolving around the coach that I want to hire. So I've stayed with a coach for a couple of years and sometimes a year, and I'm always planning my next coach. It's actually part of my budget, right? I plan my coach every year, and it's usually somebody who has something that I want to learn, but I want to go all in on it. And then I usually go all in on one piece of technology every year. I can't learn all the things, but I can learn one thing really well. Now think about it. If you were to focus in on one major area that you want to get well at, and you just studied it and then implemented it for 1 to 2 hours every day for 12 months. Imagine how much you would know in 12 months' time, right? So much more. And you probably know more than most people when you get to that stage, right? You get to that stage and you've really immersed yourself in it. You see, what makes people successful is ACE. So write this down, ACE, A-C-E. What makes people successful is RIM, R-I-M, RIM. ACE is from, RIM is from Tony Robbins. I've got to give props where props is due. Tony Robbins, the man of all coaches, right? I mean, that guy, he's the coach of all coaches, and he has at least 6 coaches on staff at any given time. So coaching definitely is so valuable. I mean, we're all coaches in some way, shape or form. That's why you're here. But RIM, R-I-M, from Tony Robbins, is the reason why you will be successful. It's repetition. So my clients that are here today, they've learnt some of the things, but I bet you that there'll be light bulb moments, or there'll be things that they didn't notice last time they did it. I've got some clients that have been with us for 3 years and they still keep coming back. We recommend that each of the main stages in our program, you do them at least once every 6 months. Right? Because there'll be things that you will iterate, you will improve upon. So repetition. Number 2, immersion. Immersing yourself in the content. This morning when I was putting on my makeup, I had my coach in my ears. I've been falling asleep with my coach in my ears. Right? And then modeling proven practices. You see, you're really good at what it is that you do. That's your zone of genius. But there are things that you're not good at. So go and find somebody who is and model them. You know, at the beginning, you'll sort of start to sound like them a little and act like them a little, and eventually yourself will start to show through. So, RIM, repetition, immersion, and modeling proven practices. This is what is going to make you successful. Well, thank you very much for your shares, everybody. I really appreciate it. Now, first off, everybody out there on the sneak peek, hi, on the live stream there. I really hope you've enjoyed the first part of this session and the content that we've laid out. It's a preview really of what we've got to offer over the coming 3 days. We're about to step into creating your high ticket offer. And then also we're going to look at how to turn that into a signature method. We're going to look at all the tech, if you want to look behind the scenes of what I've got all set up here for the live stream and where I've started. We're also going to look at sales, automation, follow-up, so many amazing things over the 3 days. But to be fair to everybody here who was actually paid to be part of this event, this was just a little sneak peek. So if you would like to come and join us, there is a link around this video for you to come and join us. But if you'd like to continue with us, just simply go to sparkleclassacademy.com/Sparkle Live, and you can simply join us. Get access to all the resources and stay up to date with the rest of the event. It's that simple. We've got 3 amazing days planned out for everybody, and I loved having you all here this morning and joining us. And I haven't been actually watching the chat on the live stream, but I can see a few of them are coming in. Excellent. So I loved having you here. It's been a great start to your day, my day, and I hope to see you back here. If you want to click on the link, come join us. Take advantage of the special offer for you to come in to be part of this 3-day event. sparkleclassacademy.com/Sparkle Live. But we'll say bye for now. Bye, and hope you'll see you on the inside.